Look, if you're sitting there thinking, I want to become an owner operator, but I don't have the money and I don't necessarily have the credit to get started, let me tell you what somebody told me. Let's go. You don't need all of that. You just need a strategy. All right, guys, 6 years ago, I was probably exactly where you are right now, just trying to figure it out. But I didn't have money, I didn't have credit, and I didn't have experience. But I knew I wanted to leverage my CDL. I wanted to leverage the skill of being a commercial driver to take it to the next level, right? To actually grow in transportation. And for me, it was a game changer because I was able to actually reverse engineer who were successful and who weren't successful, right? So I saw the ones that were buying houses, were buying more trucks, was growing their business, and then I saw the owner operators that would lose their truck and go back to being company drivers, right? You know, success leaves clues. So when you're really studying the people that are being successful and making money, you can kind of reverse engineer the process and see, well, I see what that person's doing and what does that person have and what makes it so special and why is it working. And I want to tell you right now, I want to give you the framework that I use. I want to give you the step-by-step of the system that I know from real life experience. It works. It took me to the next level. I was able to document it and I want to give it to you. And the 5-step framework is, number one, I made a decision. My mind changed, right? I wasn't just a driver anymore, right? I mentally got from behind the wheel and understand I'm a boss now. Right? I'm the CEO of my company and I got to ensure that this ship doesn't sink and it runs properly, right? So if you get into trucking with that mindset that I am a company driver or I am a driver and you still feel like the company driver, that's step number one, the big mistake, right? You change the mind and the body follows, right? So you have to understand that now you are running a business. And if you commit to that, that's step number one to being successful, right? The mindset. Step number two of the framework is the approach. You want to make sure you have the proper approach, okay? Whether you're getting out your own authority or you're using the lease on to other authority carrier models, you can have options on how you want to make money, whether you want to be a broker, you want to be a dispatch. Really, the sky is the limit when it comes into trucking. There's so many ways to make money, and so you have to really be clear with your approach, right? My approach that I use is I take my trucks, I take my investments, and I lease it on to carriers with dedicated routes, and I partner with good drivers. Now that is my approach because that is the way I was able to get extremely successful within trucking, ensuring consistency, ensuring scalability, and ensuring predictability with the banks, especially when I partner with them. Number two is very important, guys, approach. All right, now number three is you need a good truck, right? You need that good equipment. You need something that can handle the job. That is the framework, right? Mindset, approach, truck. And number four is you need a good route, guys. If it ain't making money, it ain't making sense, correct, right? So this is very important. You need to make sure you put this in place in the framework of I need to line up that contract. And a lot of times when I'm buying a truck, I'll line the contract up, the route up before I even purchase the truck. So the minute I purchase the truck, straight from the dealership to roll and start making money, right? So you got mindset, you got the approach, you got that you need a good truck, you need a good route. And the fifth one, guys, is tracking, right? Managing your money properly. You want to track your income and your expenses. The number one challenge for business is overhead, right? Overhead. And if you lay out all of your business expenses and everything that you know that you're going to be spending monthly, yearly, right? Whether it's annual renewals or you got to get your IRP place or it's a monthly insurance or a monthly truck payment, list out all your bills. So when it comes time to pay yourself and then it comes time to do repair or pay your bills, you don't feel like you're coming out of pocket. You separate the business with the personal, and too many owner operators keep the business and the personal in one bucket. And guys, that's just not the way a business should be ran, and that's not the way you should run your trucking business neither. All right, guys, so that's the 5-step framework. If you want to know my step-by-step process, guys, I have a free workshop this weekend at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. I'm gonna put the link in the description, and you can also go and grab the step-by-step checklist right now. It's the startup guide, the 6-figure accelerator startup guide, guys. This is gonna walk you step by step from starting your business all the way on to onboarding. I'm gonna put the link in the bio as well, so you can go grab that, guys. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, and I hope you come back to the channel. Thank you for watching TLB. Trucking looks bright. Let's go.